Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Michael Berman. I am honored to serve as the president of the museum, our building. I think at this time it's only appropriate to thank Pam Elby and Mike Rugel. Pam is the curator, whatever her new title is, and this is hers. I'd also like to thank Bob Jacobs, Jerry Alberstein, and the many men and women who contributed financially and with their own well-being and with all their things that they brought home. Some of them you'll see here. So all of them, I thank you. Without your assistance, your cooperation, whatever you want to call it, we could not have this exhibit, so I thank all of you. We are very proud of you. In Israel today, by the way, if you don't realize it, Dave will remind you, it's Cinco de Mayo. But it's also Yom HaZikaron, Remembrance Day in Israel. And tomorrow is Israeli Independence Day. And maybe we do it wrong, quite frankly, if you think of it. But for the Veterans Day and the Memorial Day, there would not be an Independence Day. In Israel, tonight at 5 o'clock, there will be a siren going off. And everyone stops. They get out of their car if they're driving, and if they're in uniform, they salute. They don't go to Boscov's for Veterans Day sales. They do not know what Alberstein's is, nor Kohl's, nor, well, it used to be Sears. And so maybe, again, we do it wrong. But this memorial, this museum that is here, reflects upon those who have passed and those still suffering the wounds, both physical and mental, from their service. We are still losing 17 to 22 men and women a day to suicide. Every single day. Which means we're losing more men and women to suicide than we did in Iraq and Afghanistan combined. Those are our raw numbers. And quite frankly, we have failed them miserably. But here we are, have a room to honor the Jewish men and women who served with the distinction what we call the Vietnam era. There are many of you who have contributed, and we thank you. It's been in the planning for a couple of years, and now it's a reality. I ask that when you enter this hall, remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice to protect and defend this great nation. I know of no one who served and came back exactly as they were before their service. Whether you went to Nam, whether you served in the Philippines, Thailand, Florida, Fort Dix, you name it, you are not the person who went in before you raised your hand. Every one of us who served, draft, enlisted, Guard, Reserve, did this. We swore to protect and defend this country with everything we had, including our life, if called upon. Our next exhibit, which we're working on soon, will be Jewish women in the military. And I see a couple here who did and were. Thank you. And we will be doing that exhibit next. When it opens, only Pam knows. But if you have at home some memorabilia, If you can contribute some funds to help this next, please do. And we are working on other exhibits as well. With any luck, I'll be elected for the 3rd year as your president. And that may be because no one else wants it. But it's such an honor and pleasure to do it and to see we must have at least 75 people in the room or more. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming today and watching this ribbon cutting and then looking at our exhibit. It is truly a humbling experience to stand here before you, and so I thank you. So enjoy the exhibit, and then afterwards enjoy the repast. Pam got us a case of wine. If you're taking the bus, enjoy. If you're driving, no. So again, thank you very much. Pam, the scissors, please. We have, here, stand here so I can do this.
You cutting?
No. We present certificates for donors to Randall Elliott and Roberta Palestine. Dr. Jeffrey Greenhut, if you're in the room, please stand. The Allen Brown Trust. Matt Millen, didn't fly in from California. And Fred Robbins, Post 142. But we have also men and women who gave to the exhibit. Harvey Weiner. Harvey. Catch.
Frisbee.
Yeah. Alan, it's Frisbee on the quad.
Pass it back. Give it to me. I'll pass it back.
He's on his way up.
Oh, you got it, kid.
All right. The Vietnam Veterans Committee. Bob and Jerry, come on up.
All right. Jerry over here, I guess.
And Jerry for Post 1 as well. All right.
Taking pictures of this, but she's taking families.
I'd like to introduce, by the way, some honored guests. Major General Pete Alwood, back there.
Look to the people.
Alan Pinkney from the VA. Alan. And somewhere there's another card. Oh, well. I'm sorry if I missed you, because there's another. Dave, where are you?
Keep your finger,
Major General Dave.
keep your finger down.
No, he didn't. So I thank everyone else. With that, back to the Golden Sears.
I guess we sit down now. right?
Okay, no, wait.
Here, get,
Sorry about that.
Chris,
all right. Pam, Mike,
Bob, come here.
Oh, okay. Pam's over there.
Pam,
She's over there.
Mike, Mike Rugel,
Where would you like?
over here where I'm going to cut.
Mike, I thought you wanted Sandra and the commander to say.
Oh,
See?
all right. Yes, Sandra, you, and Alan. I messed up.
Alan's here.
Alan, say a few words before, or as we cut.
You didn't miss it yet.
I didn't miss it yet, so. 2-minute delay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here with you today for the opening of this meaningful exhibit. I first want to thank Bob Jacobs and Jerry Alperstein for all the work they've done bringing this exhibit to life. They solicited donors for the exhibit materials. They solicited, edited, and put together the members' war stories and wrote most of the exhibition text. I also want to thank Pam Elby, the museum's Director of Collections, Archives, and Exhibitions, who put all of the exhibits together, and Mike Rugel, the museum's Director of Programs and Content, who did the majority of both fundraising and promotion. As a veteran who served during the Vietnam era, I was thrilled when asked to submit my personal story, and I'm excited to see everything this new exhibit has to offer. Thank you.
You want us to lower the microphone?
Okay, can everybody hear me? Okay, I want to give regards and say hello from the National Ladies Auxiliary of the Jewish War Veterans. I want to personally say how important I think that this is. I am so proud that we are going to continue honoring the veterans, especially the ones that keep coming, and Vietnam is very important, as we all know. Vietnam veterans are getting older, and they served with dignity, and I just want to thank the staff and Jewish War Veterans and Mike Berman and everyone for getting this going. Thanks.
All right. Let me just get over it. Let me, and thank you, David, for reminding me. This exhibit, in many ways, is a dedication to the efforts of one moving person who passed away some years ago, in part or large part from Agent Orange, Roger Gove. Roger was the spark plug that moved us, that kept us moving and kept us going, and made a significant contribution in terms of just time, effort, and cash. So in terms of Roger, let me just do this for all of us. Let's just, for Roger and everyone else who made that sacrifice during the war and after, let's just bow our heads for 30 seconds. And may their souls rest in peace. Now, come on.
Where do you want me?
Right there. Ready? Yep. Ready?